Yo, what's up guys? I'm alleging Tuna and I'm back with a video for route creation. This one's special though because while I was in New York for GoFest in person, I was hanging out with my friend Moomalow. We stayed in the hotel together and we did all sorts of New York activities and played GoFest together, but Moo had never created a route and so he wanted to do that and we did that. We got that taken care of. So check it out right here. Here it is. All right, me and Moo are here in New York.
My first route.
Moo's first route.
We're actually going to submit a route here near the hotel that we stayed in down by the park. So hopefully this can help people get some cells and also get some routes.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So that was it. That was the start. We had our guest Moomalow coming out to get some routes. The PvP battler Moomalow, good, very, very good spice battler. But when you start your route, you're gonna select a starting Pokestop or gym starting point of interest, and you can also select an ending one right at the beginning, or you can put that you're going to choose the end point later, and that's what I did here. We chose to choose the end point later on in the route creation. So we start the route creation. This is all sped up like 350%, something like that, so we get through it pretty quickly. But things to note while you are submitting a route is that you can catch Pokemon, you can spin stops, you can interact with your friends list, all that kind of stuff, but you will still continue to record your route. So don't record a route and then forget, or have to go somewhere else because, it's gonna, everywhere that you go while you're doing your route is gonna be recorded on there. So, I mean, I've seen some routes, I've seen pictures of routes, I've got some routes in my area too, where it looks like somebody just turned on record their route and then they went and they did their shopping trip in the local grocery store and there's just squiggly lines all over inside the grocery store. Somebody drove out or they went to a park and then they decided to play basketball. You can see them running all over back and forth on the basketball court and they're like, oh, and then it goes around and finishes the route or whatever. Don't do that. Make sure when you start recording your route that's what you do. You go and you do the path that you want other trainers to follow in your area. Okay, this route is over in New York City near Queensboro Park. There is a bridge, the Queensboro Bridge, and this park right here, hopefully, like if this route gets accepted, will be in the game and trainers in that area will be able to follow this route and hopefully get themselves some Zygarde cells so they can evolve their Zygarde up to complete form. When you're going and you're making your turns and things like that in your routes, if you make a very sharp turn, it's probably going to round it out and go kind of goofy how mine did there. So kind of if you're doing like turns in your routes, take them wider. If you're making corners in your routes, take them a little wider and it kind of, it might come out good or it might come out bad. But the main thing is that it's like in the right area. Don't worry if it's not like a perfectly straight line or it doesn't follow the exact straight lines of the squares in the game and stuff like that. As long as whoever is following the route is, somewhat nearby the route line, the route path, it'll give them credit for it. Okay, so don't really beat yourself up over, things not being completely perfect, because if it's close enough, it's probably good enough. Okay, so we go through. We're still catching Pokemon. We're getting up towards the end of the route here. I was really upset that we didn't get any shinies along this route. There were a lot of Pokemon to catch, and I think that this route will be very, very good because of all the spawns that go around through there. The walk through that park, through the Queensboro Park, was a very pleasant one, and we come up towards the end here. And when you get to the end, if you choose to have your endpoint later on in the route, you're going to click the bottom right hand corner down here. See how it's got like that little, there's the pencil for route creation. There's a little pencil there and a map above the binoculars right here. That's your route editing tool. Once you get where you need to be, make sure that you get your route where you want to be, then you click that tool and then it'll let you choose. Like I clicked, choose the ending Pokestop right here. Select the Pokestop that we want to be our endpoint. So we'll go through here. This is the one that I wanted to be the endpoint, the one that I'm standing right next to. And there you go. You got the start point and the end point. Submit. And then it's going to say, hey, we're done. Would you like to do the Are you're done? Cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm done. Do you want to do the information now, or do you want to submit it later? I'm going to submit that information now. We go through, we exit out of the route creation because we want to write that now. Cool. We're going to enter in the title. I'm going to skip through this pretty quickly here. We skip through the end of that. You're going to put in your description. You title it, you put in a description, and you can put in route tags that are optional. Those tags include things right here. We'll pause it real quick once we get, I'll open up that list again. Here's some of the examples of the things, you know, if there's like art, if it's a flat path, if it's a hilly path, maybe historic features around there, or it's like really intense, like a very fast route. Not many people, parks nearby, lots of people, pet friendly, all sorts of stuff, raid friendly, lots of Pokestops, things like that. Okay, you can put up to 5 of them. I don't know if adding tags helps get your route approved or not. I always just put in 5 things that kind of go with the route, you know, to give people an idea what they're getting into. But most of the time, trainers who are running these routes know the area, right? Or if it's somebody new to the area, then it gives them an idea of what to expect. You get your description, you get your tags in there, and then you get to choose a picture and a color for your badge, and that does it. That's gonna take you through all the way to the end of that route, and there you go. That's how you do it right there. Once you're all done, you get the route successfully submitted for review, gives you your title and the day, and then it'll show you in your trainer, like in your trainer profile on Pokemon Go, it'll show you that it's under review in your routes tab. And then when it gets accepted, if it gets accepted, it will show up in the accepted, and if it gets rejected, it'll go all the way down to the bottom into the rejected section. I hope that this helps, because we've had quite a few questions lately in the channel about creating routes, because like the requirements for it recently got pushed down to 45. Hopefully it goes down a little bit lower than that. Some trainers were accepted into the beta that are even lower level than 45. So yeah, if you guys are able to submit routes, let me know down in the comments. Also, if this video helped you, leave a thumbs up, or even just leave a comment down below with your favorite emoji, because it helps interaction. But have a good day, stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.